Hey there guys, so Andy Ruiz Jr. has advised Anthony Joshua to take a break from boxing if he should beat him on December 7th. This is what Andy Ruiz Jr. had to say to Sky Sports. I think he should take a little break if I beat him. Let him recuperate, but one or two losses are not going to make a difference. He's still a warrior, he's still a great fighter, and I'm sure he'll bounce back. And in response to Anthony Joshua naming him as #1 heavyweight on the planet, Andy Ruiz Jr. had this to say. It means a lot. He said that because I defeated him. He was the greatest heavyweight champion of the world. He had all of the belts and now I do. So it's a blessing to be in this position. So obviously Andy Ruiz Jr. is showing his respect to Anthony Joshua as he believes he was the #1 heavyweight before he dethroned him. So Anthony Joshua, if he was #1, that means that Andy Ruiz Jr. is now #1 in his opinion and in the opinion of Anthony Joshua also. So both fighters believe it is a battle to determine who is the best in the division. While they do have the most belts, because obviously at the moment Andy Ruiz Jr. holds the WBO, WBA, IBF and IBO World Championships. I don't know whether you want to count the IBO, but you can if you want. And obviously Deontay Wilder holds the WBC, the last piece of the puzzle. It's up to you if you want to count Tyson Fury's lineal status as a heavyweight championship. Now, with regards to Andy Ruiz Jr. saying that Anthony Joshua needs to take a break from boxing after he beats him, I mean, yeah, I believe he needs to take a little bit of a break, but not too long. And I don't think that Andy Ruiz Jr. will beat Anthony Joshua anyway. I believe Anthony Joshua will rectify his mistakes from the first fight, because imagine if Anthony Joshua had knocked Andy Ruiz Jr. down and taken his time, not rushed it, and got him out of there, picked his shots a little bit better, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So Anthony Joshua can hurt him, he can knock him down. And if he just picks his punches better and is a little bit smarter in there, then he can beat Andy Ruiz Jr. It was ultimately a mistake from Anthony Joshua that cost him in that fight. And perhaps a little bit of naivety going in there, straight away trying to finish the show. And Andy Ruiz Jr. was not ready to go yet. But let's remember how early into the game Anthony Joshua is in his pro career. He's only had 23 fights and he has been unified heavyweight champion and unified twice against a legend in Vladimir Klitschko and against a young, hungry, undefeated champion in Joseph Parker. So there is no doubting that Anthony Joshua has moved fast as a professional. So obviously when you step up to that level, there is no way back. And he was learning on the job. So there were bound to be a few mistakes along the way because obviously he cannot go through his whole career without making mistakes, especially at the pace he is moving, because he's moved up to world level well before he was even ready to. And this is just a learning curve for Anthony Joshua. I don't believe another loss ends his career. As I said, I think that Anthony Joshua has the beating of Andy Ruiz Jr. He knows what went wrong in that first fight. That is why he is so keen to get straight back in there and fight him, because he knows what went wrong in the first fight. And I think we all do. Maybe he underestimated Andy Ruiz Jr. slightly. Perhaps it was because he had a full camp focusing on Jarrell Miller and then at last minute he had to change to Andy Ruiz Jr., a completely different opponent who brings completely different skill sets to the table. Whereas obviously Andy Ruiz Jr. is always fighting taller opponents anyway, so he is used to that. Whatever excuses there are, I believe Anthony Joshua knows why he lost that fight. That's why he knows it's a fight that he can win. But anyway guys, what are your thoughts on this? Andy Ruiz Jr. advising Anthony Joshua to take a break from boxing should he beat him on December 7th. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.